Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Anthony. Anthony is from Las Vegas, but he lives in New York, in the USA. So let's see what Anthony has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello. How are you, Anthony?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Thanks for doing that so quick, like very last minute. Okay, Anthony, so tell me, before we start the game, just tell me where you're from.
I'm currently in New York City, but I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, so in the US.
Amazing. How long have you been living in New York City for?
A year. I mean, over 5 years in total, like over life, but just a year this time back.
What's the biggest difference between New York and yes?
They're both cities. I guess not having a car, not using a car, having nowhere to park a car. So getting rid of that and then just trusting public transportation to take you where you need to go.
Right.
And that's scary because I'm a control freak. So like,
oh,
not being able to like go where I need to go at the time and having to be like, hope the train's running. That's a little scary because I'm just not used to like depending on the city to do what I needed to do. Yeah.
Amazing. And what do you do for a living?
I am a high school teacher, so I teach English to high school students anywhere between 13, 14 to 18, 19. So they fall in that range.
That's amazing. And what's the most interesting thing about your job?
Just getting to learn about kids and how they are today versus how I was when I was growing up, how my parents say their childhood was like, and seeing the difference of like, wow, kids are they go through what nowadays, or they don't have to go through what nowadays. And it's really understanding like the differences between what I know and what they know. And that's the most interesting thing. It's the most fun part of the job, is really getting to know the kids.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, Anthony, so welcome to William and the Magic Box. Join this beautiful journey with me?
I am. I'm curious about this magic box. So yeah.
Let's do it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put some music on just for us to get in the mood a little bit before the first question, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I hope you like it. Let's get the first question. Let's do it. Okay. Anthony, if you could sit down with yourself when you were 13 years old, what would you say to yourself?
I would say enjoy these days, because life is a lot harder once you leave these walls. So like once you're out of school and you're paying your bills and doing your life, it's not as easy. And I know you want to get out right now, but just be happy, because you're going to want to go back to these days one day and you're not going to be able to. Yeah.
And during that time, I remember Christmas took so long to arrive, and nowadays it just comes so fast, isn't it? Like,
you're like, I'm older. No. Yeah. Like, every time you're like, no, not another one. Yeah. And they just keep coming and you're like, man, stay away. So.
That's true. I remember when I was young, I remember being like a child, and I remember like I was waiting for my birthday like through the year, and now it just, I don't want to come like so fast. It just go away, don't come too fast.
Yeah, wasn't it just this last year? Like gosh, with years and now, yeah, it's getting there where you're forgetting what years happened. Like they just go by. You're like, which Christmas was that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't remember which Christmas that was, honestly.
Right, Anthony. Amazing. Let's go for the second question. Let's do it.
Okay.
Question, Anthony, let's do it. What do you like the most about your best friends?
It's hard to say, because at my advanced age, I don't know if I have a best friend anymore. I know people, I talk to people. I don't really have someone that I would consider my best friend anymore, which is sad, but so I'm an online person. So honestly, my closest friends are literally online gamers. So the best thing I can say about those people in general that I spend most of my time with is that they are there when I just need to play a game. Like they're there They make me feel like part of a group. And like it's nice to be able to like completely detach from the rest of the world, because I'm in a game right now and these guys got my back. We're all shooting the same person.
Right.
Yay. So that's what I would say, is because they're faceless. I don't even know them in real life, really, but they're the closest I've got. So
okay,
we got each other's backs in war zones and stuff, and that's
right,
as virtual as they might be. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Great. Let's get another question. Let's do it. Anthony, let's get another one. What can make you cry, and what can make you very happy?
I mean, some things that make me very happy make me cry. So in like movies, I'm very emotional when it comes to movies. I could watch a Disney film and start crying when the princess gets what she wants in the end, which is, you know, you're supposed to be embarrassed about that, but I am very proud of showing my emotion. So I'll just sit there in the theater and I'll be like, oh no, it's fine. Gosh, my eye has dirt in it. Oh, and I'll sit there in the corner, just like wipe quietly without like saying, like, I don't try to hide it. I'm just like, I don't want to feel attention to this. But just happy endings make me tear up sometimes, but also very depressing stuff on like just movies make me emotional, because I actually am not all that emotional in real life. Like I don't actually respond to sad things quickly with a tear or anything. I'm kind of cold, but when it comes to movies, I'll cry like crazy. Yeah, I let those walls down because I'm in fantasy world right now. So let me live my dream of being this emotional being that's able to just cry whenever I want to.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Just for curiosity, what's your astral sign? I am a
Gemini.
Gemini. Oh,
but I'm the worst. Like I don't really make sense as a Gemini, and I never have. I don't get why. Like I just never could connect with that whole like duality. Like there is a duality to me, but it's like I'm a child and I'm an adult. And
right.
I'm an adult baby, and then I'm like a strict dad type, and I jump between those two. But other than that, my rising sign is Taurus, and so I for some reason really connect with that side more than I do Gemini, which is strange. But yeah, so like, and they're clashing signs, so I don't.
Absolutely.
One big clash, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Let's go for another question, Anthony. Let's do it. Okay, Anthony. Let's get another question.
Okay.
Good one. If your plane was going down, who would you call?
Who would I call? I'd call my parents.
Yeah.
I'm not too familial. Like I'm not a family person at all. But for some reason, I think I would call my mom and dad and be like, you know what? I just need to, I'm gonna die. I'm not, like I got a minute maybe max, and I just wanted to say I love you guys in case you didn't know that, or in case I failed to communicate that with you. You mean a lot to me, and I'm like, and family doesn't mean a lot to me, but you guys actually do. So no matter all the stuff I say about how I don't care, blah blah blah, no, actually you guys really matter to me, and I goodbye. And don't mind my debt. Don't mind my debt, because I can't pay that back. I hope the government won't come after you. All right, and that would be it.
Do you have
go out on a fun note?
Do you have siblings as well?
I do. I have 4 sisters.
Wow.
I'm the youngest. I'm the baby of my family, but 4 older sisters that, I talk to, but I'm
not very close.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Are you enjoying the show so far?
Yeah, it's great. Just fun questions, getting to know people. It's fun.
Great. Let's do another one then. Let's do it. Okay. What's the worst thing someone can say on a first date?
My ex, ... Anytime somebody talks about their ex on a first date is a huge flag and I'm out. Like the minute you're like, oh, well, yeah, my ex just blah, blah, no, or yeah, my ex of last year, just anything starting with my ex or ends with my ex, or like just my ex. Don't talk about your old relationship at all.
That's very interesting saying that, because this question came along to someone, I don't remember when, but was a few days ago. I had a shoot and someone said this, exactly the same thing as you right now. They said that when you say something about your ex, it's just like we're still connected, or you're trying looking someone to cover it or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the worst you can, like mention about your ex.
Exactly. Like, you start wondering, are they even over it? Like, if you have to talk about your ex to a new person that you're trying to see about something potentially, why would you talk about your old relationship? That's
true.
Like, I don't want to know. And obviously, you need to think about this more, so you have other stuff to think about instead of your ex.
Cool. Good one. Good one. Let's go for another question, Anthony. Let's do it. What do you consider most romantic?
Most romantic. You know what? Eye contact. I feel like when somebody can sit there and actually make eye contact with you and just smile while they're looking at you and just like focus in on you, it's small. It doesn't say anything, but it's like, you know, their attention's 100% there with you. And it's like you know they like you, you know they find you attractive, and they want your attention, all in just not breaking eye contact. And it's that easy to show so many things in one little motion. That takes so little effort, but it's so hard for so many people. So I think that's romantic to me, is like the ability to smile at you, keep an eye contact while doing it, and having a conversation.
Right, let's get another question. Let's do it. Right, Anthony, let's get another question. How do you, it's a tough one. How do you think you'll die, or how would you like to die if you could choose?
I want to die sleeping. I literally don't want to be conscious. I want to be like, man, I'm tired tonight, and then just like, oops, slip out. I don't want to be aware. I just want to be like, oh, I was supposed to wake up, and I guess I didn't.
Like no pain at all.
No pain. You know, like I can get freaky sometimes, but not that way. Like I don't want that type of pain. Like I'm good. So I would just comfortable in my old people's home bed, just slipping out, like during a dream about a cruise that I would be on or something. Like I literally want a painless death, and if not, at least make it instantaneous. Instant death, like just fry me in a volcano, but like just instant death.
Yeah.
Quick, yeah.
Next question, Anthony. Let's do another one. Next question. What's something that you always want to do but you're scared of?
See, that's hard, because I do everything even if I'm scared of. I really take pride in the fact that I run at every risk that there could be, and I love to just jump off cliffs. So I don't know if there is something I would be afraid to do. I guess the most scary thing would be to...
What's the biggest risk? What's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
Well, I up and moved to New York from Vegas out of the blue with a week or two of planning, and I just was like, wow. I'm moving, no job, because I was just like, I want to go to New York. And so I tend to do very risky things like that, like really life-risking. I mean, I've jumped out of a plane, and I've skydived, I've whitewater rafted, I've done all that stuff, but the extreme sports don't scare me. So it's like life situations. So
right.
Like I dropped out of college at one point, and then I just went back to college, and then I dropped out again. Like I just, if I feel like doing it, I just do it. So my risk is moving across the country three times without preparing myself to do it. And I just kind of go, and then I go, and then I go. Like, I've done so many moves in my life that
amazing. That's amazing.
I don't know, some of them were mistakes, but
no, it's just
from mistakes, and I'm happy I made them, because I don't want to die with regret and like not saying I didn't do it. What if I had a great time? What if my life was perfect? And I wouldn't know if it worked or not if I didn't make those choices. So I purposely do that out of my comfort zone.
As they say, it's better of oops than if, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm okay with an oops, because everybody knows I screw up a lot. So I'm like, let me screw up now. And then people are like, oh, you screwed up again. And I'm like,
just another one. It's just another one.
Yeah, and I'm like, but at least I know. Like, otherwise, you didn't go anywhere, and you still live at home. Like, no, so like, I want to be able to brag that when I'm old and be like, well, I went there, I did that, I made that risk, it didn't work out, oops. But at least I know better, and at least I tried, because people need to try. So no, I really, there's no risk I can take, because I do them on purpose. Absolutely. I guess go to war with a gun, that would frighten me.
Wow.
Join some militia in some other country and just run in north. Yeah, that, okay, there we go. That's a risk I don't think I can do.
Right, let's get another question, Anthony. Let's do it. Before the next question, what do you like the most about New York?
What I like the most? Well, pre-COVID is a different thing, but now that COVID's hit here, I really don't like a lot. But honestly, I love the look of the city, the feel of the city. It's the environment. It's the energy that the city gives off. It's not something that's tangible. It's more like just the feeling of humans all around doing their thing, living their life, living uninhibited. That feeling is what New York has that a lot of cities don't have. That freedom of thought and freedom of expression. Because there's not like a landmark or something, or a person like that is here. It's more this weird energy. And I think that's one thing that New York does have that other cities might not have. Maybe the biggest cities in the world have that. But I mean, New York is among the biggest of them. So yeah, that's the one thing I think.
Amazing.
That I like most.
Cool. Next question. Who is a celebrity you admire a lot, and why? Is there any?
I admire Lady Gaga a lot.
Tell me about it.
Someone who is, so as a musician too, she makes music with her heart. She's educated in music. She's a graduate, like in music program in New York City, I think NYU. But then she also uses her celebrity to go out and do like just be involved in politics, in political statements, in civil rights. She fights for every cause that means something. If you're like any cause with like Black Lives Matter to LGBTQIA plus lives, she's everywhere representing that. And I kind of admire the fact that someone's like, okay, well, I'm talented and I got myself a celebrity. Now I'm going to use that to make a message to people, to make them feel safe, and make them feel heard, and make them feel there. So any celebrity that's willing to put themselves on the line for a cause has my respect. And so she's the one I respect the most. And is
what's your favorite song?
Just Dance, the very first. I went to her concert, her very first concert in New York City, when her album came out, and she signed it for me, and I met her, she kissed my hand, and like I just was like in awe of her, and she flirted a little bit, and I just was like, this is the best moment of my life. And she's a person, but like that I don't know, that just solidified her as like my celebrity there. But my favorite song is Just Dance, because that was her first one. I loved it. I heard it like 2 years before it actually came out, and I was rocking it out everywhere and trying to be like, this is Lady Gaga, you guys. You gotta get to her. And like, where she came now, and like, I just remember supporting this underground artist back in the day.
Amazing, amazing. Right, so let's go for another question. Let's do it.
All right.
next question. What is the best present have you ever received and why?
Oh, the best present I've ever received. Okay, so it's talking about exes, but the one present I received that was the best ever, which is really lame. I got a life-size giant Squirtle and from Pokemon, and it came with Squirtle slippers, and it came with a Squirtle blanket, and I had a Squirtle mask. So literally, I was covered in Squirtle with a giant Squirtle sitting with a bunch of Squirtles, like other like smaller Squirtles that I got, and I was in heaven. And I didn't think something so dumb would be so like amazing to me. But like the fact that somebody had thought so much about my favorite character out of Pokemon and literally made me, and also made me a Squirtle family that I could sit
That's
with,
amazing.
was the most awesome present I have ever received to this day. And you know, God bless that person, because that was the best present I've ever received. As lame as it is, I was in heaven.
Okay. Right, let's get another question. Let's do it.
Okay. Lip syncing. I watch a lot of Drag Race. I know lots of lip syncing.
No, I just had, before you, I just had one drag queen from New York. GG.
Really?
Yeah, right. Next question. What did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
The most challenging part about it was, for me, being different, being a nerd, being not into things that the other kids were into. Because I had the X-Men. I had all these X-Men clothes and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle clothes, and I loved Sailor Moon. And I was just a weird kid. Anime was not popular back then. It made me a nerd. And that was the hardest part, is like I had to find my own friends, and I really had to work hard to find that outcasty sort of crew to make friends. And because I got made fun of a lot growing up. And I mean, the whole being gay thing was tough, but honestly, the nerdy part is what I got made fun of most growing up, not people doing that. Like, and the kids would also make fun of me but I mean, for that stuff, but honestly, other kids got made fun of that too. So I didn't feel singled out. But the nerd thing is, people would really come down on me about, oh, he's a nerd, don't talk to him. And I'm just like, what's wrong with nerds? And I never really found the problem. That's such a weird thing, because like, to me, the whole gay thing would have been focusing on, but they focused on like me liking video games, and I was just like, what's wrong with that?
That's interesting. Saying that, it's interesting. Wow.
It was weird, and I didn't even know about the gay. I didn't even think I was gay until like I was a teenager. So like that didn't even pop in my head. Literally, I just got made fun of for being nerdy. And I mean, it didn't bother me much. Obviously, I'm the type of person who just doesn't care. But I mean, it hurt feelings. Like, I did care on the inside. Maybe they didn't see it, but it made it very lonely growing up, because like nobody wanted to hang with the nerds. So like I would just sit like by myself on weekends and play video games because nobody else would with me. So like, I guess that was the hardest part about being a kid, is like judgmental children.
Yeah. Right, I've got 3 questions left for you, okay, Anthony? 3 done. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right, what is your favorite weekend activity?
Playing video games by myself in my room, online with my friends, and that's it. So I'm not by myself. I have people I'm talking to, but I'm not physically doing it. And the world outside can go piss off, because I am sitting in front of my TV and I'm having the best time of my life. So don't bother me.
No, absolutely.
And that is honestly my favorite weekend activity, is leave me alone. I'm on my video game, playing with people that make me feel like I'm part of a team. So go away.
Absolutely. 2 questions left. Let's do it today.
Okay.
Let's go. Next question, let's do it. What do you think is a good age to start dating, and why?
Oh gosh. Well, the age I started dating was 16, but now that I'm older, I would be like, if I was now I'm parent age, and I'm like, well, 18 maybe. But nowadays, kids are like, what? 11 is perfect. And I'm like, 11? No, I would say 16, I guess, because I mean, I would be hypocritical if I said older, because I didn't even want to wait that long. And as I was as a 15-year-old, I was like, man, I want to date. So like 16,
okay,
good, proper, appropriate age for dating, I guess. Yeah, cool. I'd be okay for that. Yeah.
Great. Let's go for the last question. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Question. You're like that, and suddenly, okay.
No, there's a time and place. All right.
Right. What talent do you wish you had?
Drawing. So I can make music, but I can't draw worth crap. I can't even like steadily draw. I can't even color within the lines half the time. Like I really struggle, and I'll be like, and I'm like, what did I do that for? Why can't I control my hands? So I'm so jealous of people who can draw beautiful art in like anime and cartoons. Like I really wish I could draw, because I could make my own characters. I have these worlds in my brain that I wish I could create that I can't paper. And like I used to write a lot of stories, and I wrote a lot, but like I always wanted art to follow that, because I'm very visual, and I'm like, I can't do it. Everything looks like a fat round Pokemon when I draw it. It's just round and squishy, and I'm like, it doesn't even look human. Like it looks like an animal, but not a real animal in life. So like I can't draw with crap. And that's the one. I'm so jealous of people who have artistic abilities to draw and paint and do wonderful visual artwork that I can't fathom. And it sucks, because I am jealous of that.
Anthony, it's not the end yet. What I'm going to do now? I'm going to give away some words, and just tell me the one thing that comes to your mind, okay? The first thing, quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
Let's start with love.
Love. Hard.
Money.
Stress.
Family.
Okay.
Sex.
Sex?
Yeah.
Overrated.
Life.
Adventure.
Politics.
Hate it.
Religion.
War.
Fear.
Healthy.
Friendship.
Meaningful. Yeah.
Desire.
Chase it.
Regret.
None.
A wish.
Traveling. Cruises.
Right, Angela, it's been a pleasure. My God, amazing. So let's play now. Anthony and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question, okay? You can ask me a question.
Okay, well, the question I had was actually more specifically to you. I didn't know I was adding to the box. What is something that you think about what is something that you think that all people around the world can agree on? Or I think a majority.
I think in the end of the day, everyone, it depends, it doesn't matter what their background, their beliefs, their point of views. I think everyone lives with a positive message. Like they always live like a positive thing regarding the world right now, or regarding the past, or regarding what we're facing this pandemic time. But I believe that everyone at the end of the day, they leave a positive message, and they're wishing to, they hope to, to get things better, and to people be more connected. But I think, people be more connected, and leaving a positive message, I believe.
That's great. I'm glad.
I think
it's positive.
Absolutely. Anthony, it's been a pleasure. My God, amazing. Thanks so much for being so ready, like last minute. I love that. I think it's so nice to connect with someone. Yeah, it's amazing.
I like to participate in fun new things. So I was like, I don't know what this is. Let's try it. So
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. Actually,
it was great.
Amazing. If you just can leave like a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life before you go, please.
Okay. Sure. I just wanted to say, I guess, don't be afraid to take a leap of faith off the cliff to make life better. if it isn't perfect when you land, just take another leap, because we only have this one life to live to its fullest. So don't be afraid to take the risks to be the happiest you can be, because why not? You only have that one shot, so make it.
And it comes down to everything you said in the beginning, like how adventurous you are, and you're not scared and not afraid to take risks. So I think it says a lot. Right, Anthony, it's been a pleasure. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, William. Yeah.
All the best, and I'm gonna listen to Lady Gaga again here, thinking.
Okay.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.